Hi my dear student children. In the revised pattern of engineering services exam conducted by UPSC as part of general studies and engineering aptitude, the topic information and communication technologies based tools and their applications in engineering such as networking, e-governance and technology based education is included. We have seen in the recently conducted ESE 2017 prelims paper, roughly 10 questions appeared in this particular topic, and I have seen some of the previous civil services prelims objective papers. In the civil services paper also, the questions on ICT are very large in number. Keeping both these engineering services and civil services, today we are going to present an awareness session on this particular topic, ICT and their applications. One of our subject expert, Mr. Satish Yadav, is here to give the scope of this particular topic and how to read this particular concept and how to present the concepts understood in the examination hall. Now I invite Mr. Satish Yadav to present these particular issues in front of you.
Hello friends, my name is Satish Yadav and I am ACE Engineering Academy faculty. Today I would like to discuss about information and communication technology. So this video is going to help for those students who are preparing for UPSC engineering services examinations. In this video, information and communication technology, I will be discussing the introduction of ICT, the syllabus of ICT related to UPSC ESE examination, and then we will see the analysis of ESE 2017 paper, and then we will end with the conclusions. At the end of this video, you will get the brief introduction how to prepare this ICT, how to prepare it and what to prepare it and why we are going to prepare this ICT. So these three questions you can deal with after end of this lectures. But to start with this ICT, first I would like to discuss some scope of ICT. See, to crack any particular examination or to crack any competitive examination, first of all you have to understand what is the scope of this particular subject. So what do you mean by the scope? The scope is nothing but what to prepare or how to prepare this particular thing or how to prepare this particular subjects. So we are going to discuss this whole things into this. And why ICT only? See, I am a mechanical student, I am a civil student, and this UPSC has included information and communication technology in my paper. But I do not deal with this ICT because this ICT is, I think that this ICT is more related to ECE students or engineering students or computer science students. So I am a mechanical student, so why they have included ICT in my paper? See, whether you are an engineering students or a non-engineering students, whether you are an ECE student or non-ECE students, civil students, mechanical or EEE, every day we are dealing with these ICT products. For examples, we are using the mobile phones, we are doing the WhatsApps, we are doing the messenger things, we are watching the YouTube on internet, we are using the internet, we are filling the form with the help of internet. This all comes under ICT. Right now what I am doing, I am recording a video, this also comes under the product of ICT. So once you will get the definition of ICT, you can easily get to know that why UPSC has included this ICT in our syllabus. To understand this ICT, we will discuss this ICT. So what is this ICT? Information and communication technology. To understand information and communication technology, first of all we have to understand what is a data. A data can be anything. So if I will say 20, 20 is just a number. or data can be a letter or it can be a symbol. So if I'll say 20 in my class, or if I'll say 20 to you, then you will not get to know what is 20. But if I'll append some information, if I'll append some meaning to this data, then you'll get to know, okay. For example, if I'll say ID 20, ID 20 is nothing but a ID that is representing one of the students. So there is some information. So basically providing a meaning to the data is nothing but called as a information. So this is your information. You're texting a message or you're downloading the movies. This all comes under data and informations. So what is a communication? A communication is nothing but act of transferring a data from one place to another place is called as communication. Okay, in simple terms, what do you mean by communication? If you're calling to someone, that means you're communicating with that person. You have something, some information, and then you are giving this information to another person. That is nothing but a communication. I'm talking to you. I'm doing this video. So I have some information and I'm transferring this information from my place to your place. This is communication. So in simple terms, if you're texting some message to one of your friend, this is also comes under communication. So if something is transferring from one place to another place is communication. Something is nothing but you can say it's information. So what is a technology? Application of knowledge into engineering things is nothing but called as a technology. In simple terms, if you are testing a message from one place to another place with the help of 2G technology, is nothing but a technology over here. So this is the information, communication and technology. Now let's see the syllabus of ICT. Syllabus of ICT, UPSC has given just a single line statement for ICT syllabus. It is nothing but information and communication technology, their tools, and you are using this application of ICT into various engineering things, which is nothing but e-governance and technology based education. So broadly we can divide this whole things into 3 syllabus, which is nothing but we have the networking and we have the e-governance and we have the technology based education. Now let's see the first one, the first model of this syllabus, which is nothing but a networking. A networking is, you can say, many connection of devices is called as networking. So we are using the mobile phones and we are calling to our friends. So we have a connections. So this connection of various mobile phones is nothing but a networking. So we have to study how this network works. So first we will see what is the basics of networks, and then types of networks and its topologies, and protocol and network devices. This all comes under your ICT networking part. And then we will see what is the network security. These are all the things that I have divided into the networking. So basically this networking is nothing but this whole 4 things. But this networking applications deals with many technologies. For example, we have a cellular technology, we have a wireless technology, we have a satellite technology, we have a computing technology, we have a storage technology, and we have a new technology. So these all technologies that we have to cover into the networking. Let's see what are the cellular technologies. Cellular technologies is nothing but nowadays we are using the 4G technology. That is nothing but LTE, or we can say the Volt. So this is the new technology, or you can say the cellular technology, new technology in cellular technology. So UPSC always focuses on those particular points, those particular things that you are using right now, and after some time you are going to use it. So for example, you are using the 4G technology right now. So maybe they can ask a question, okay, the difference between the 4G and 5G. So they have a various points, okay, point number 1 for 4G, point number 2 for 5G. So this type of question you can expect from UPSC. Wireless technology, for wireless technology, there are many wireless technology. For example, Wi-Fi, we have a Li-Fi, we have a WiMAX, we have a Wi-Fi, we have a Li-Fi. So this all comes under wireless technology. First of all, we have to understand the term of this, the full form of this, and then speed that it can transmit, the ranges that it can send the data from one place to another place. This all comes under wireless technology. Satellite technology, likewise we have to see various different types of satellites and types of orbits that it transmits. And computing technologies. So in this computing technologies we have a various computation, you can say the parallel computing, you can say the cloud computing, and cloud computing is nothing but one of the important topic on this particular topic. And we will see one question on this also. And we have a storage technology, and this year IS 2017 they have asked one question on this storage technology, which is nothing but HoloStore. We will see that question. And new types of technology comprises of a trending technology, you can say, which is nothing but Internet of Things. This is one example. Artificial intelligence, you can say the virtual reality, augmented reality, and services on demand. This year we got one question on Internet of Things. This all comes under the new technology. So this is the whole particular syllabus of networking. So basically it's a networking, but I have divided this whole networking and along with the technology that comes under networking that we have to study for UPSC. Let us see the next part of the syllabus, which is nothing but our e-governance. So what is the e-governance? So wherever there is a e part, that is nothing but in the form of electronically part. So e-governance over here is nothing but we have a governance. So there is a difference between the governance and there is a difference between the government. The process of government is nothing but a governance. So using ICT into the process of government is nothing but called as e-governance, because ICT has given many advantageous things to us. It's a cost effective, and for the larger areas you can easily communicate in a very efficient manner. So there are various technologies you can use as strategies, better decision making processes, which is nothing but these all the applications of ICT, or you can say the advantageous points of ICT. So obviously we have to use ICT into many parts. One of the part is nothing but the process of government. So the definition of e-governance is nothing but, it's a very simple definition, using ICT in the process of government is nothing but called as what? E-governance. So in this e-governance we are going to see the definition of e-governance, and after that we will see the objectives of e-governance, what are the objectives, and we will see the types of interaction of e-governance, government to businesses, government to citizens, citizens to government. We have a different types of interactions. After this we will see the strategies and challenges of e-governance, and we will see the mission and schemes of Indian government. So what are the missions that Indian government is applying to the normal citizens? For example, we have a different missions that Indian government has applied. Recently you can say one of the app is called as BHIM, which is nothing but Bharat Interface Money. So this is one of the ICT tools, or you can say the application, or you can say the app that government is applying after the demonetization. So we have a various schemes, for example Gyandoot, Varna, and we have a Tarhat, like different schemes and missions of Indian government, and we are going to see into this whole of e-governance. Now let us talk about the different syllabus, which is nothing but the technology based education. As I told you, ICT has many advantageous points. If ICT has many advantageous points, so let us use into the education. So why we are going to use into the education? It's a very simple thing. Education is right for every student. So if any student is lagging education just because of he or she does not have a proper resources, he or she lives in outer skirts areas and cannot avail all those resources, due to the application of ICT, that person or that student can easily avail all those resources that are available over the internet. So for example, if any students who wants to prepare for GATE or who wants to prepare for IAS, that student who lives in very far village, that person does not have access of a very good quality of teachers and resources, but with the help of internet, which internet is nothing but the part of ICT. So with the help of internet, that person can easily view, that person can easily see all those resources that are available over the internet. For example, the very suitable example over here is nothing but NPTEL. So those students who cannot avail those resources, they can go and watch some videos on NPTEL. This is one of the government missions. In technology based education, we are going to see the introduction, and then we will see the tools, e-learning, smart learning, and then we have a MOOC, and then we have OCW, and then schemes of Indian government. So for example, NPTEL and EduSet. So this is nothing but the whole technology based educations. Now we are going to see the paper, IS 2017 paper. I am going to analyze some of the points or some of the questions that has been given into the engineering services examination. So let us see the first question. Consider the following statement on firewall used in a computing system. So first of all, I will tell you what is firewall. As the name suggests, firewall, it uses in buildings to prevent the fires. But if you are using the firewall concept into the computer system, then what is a firewall? It prevents the unauthorized access from outside and from inside, and it can be used as a hardware or a software. This is the simple definition of firewall. Let us see all of the points. In the first points, UPSC has given it controls and monitors the data traffic flow between inside and outside network. As I was telling you, it prevents the unauthorized access from inside and outside. So if it prevents unauthorized access, that means it can controls the traffic. So option 1 is true. Let us see the second option. It protects and secures the inside network from any outside network. As I told you, the definition itself. Firewall, unauthorized access from outside and inside. So obviously it protects and secures. Third point, it can be implemented in a software or a hardware or combination of both. So as the definition itself suggests, we can implement as a hardware or a software. Many big companies, they use hardware as a firewall, but in our computer system also, in operating system, in our normal computer, firewall is used as a software. So basically you can use as a both, as a software and as a hardware. So by seeing all first, second and third points, then you are going to see that all are true. Hence option D is right. Hence the answer is D. Let us see another question. This question is basically from Internet of Things. Consider the following statement regarding Internet of Things. So first I will tell you what is Internet of Things. See, to solve any UPSC question, first of all you have to recall the definition of that particular concept, or you have to recall that particular concept. If you can recall that particular concept or the definition of that particular concept, then the question is going to be easy for you. So let us see the Internet of Things. So what is Internet of Things? Internet of Things is nothing but you can also call as Internet for everything. So Internet for what? Internet for everything. So suppose I will give you one example. In this example, if you are going to understand this example, then you can solve this whole points, 4 points into this. Internet for everything. Internet for everything is nothing but the internet is going to be exist for each and every physical devices that you can use. So suppose at your home you can use internet for sensors. So suppose you have a smoke sensors, there will be an internet. You have door, there based on a sensor you will have an internet. AC, sensor, internet. So basically physical object, sensor and then internet. This is the combination of Internet of Things. Right now we have a mobile also. Mobile is nothing but have multiple sensors. At what time you are sleeping, at what time you are waking in the morning, there is one sensor. So this whole sensor collects data and then it will send it to the internet. This is Internet of Things. So suppose if you are in the office, and if you are in the office and then if you want to close the AC, then obviously you can close or you can off the AC at your office only. How? You are going to send some information to the internet and internet is going to send information to your AC, please switch off this AC. This is called as Internet of Things. So let us see the options. First option, IoT extends the communication via internet to all the things that surround us. Yes, it is true, as I told you in example. Second one, IoT is M2M communication. See, IoT is M2M communication, but it is not just related to M2M communication only. It is more than M2M communication. Every physical object is nothing but communication. Here it is given as mobile to mobile communication. So it is not limited to mobile communication. It is limited, you can say it is communication between mobile to physical objects to another physical objects to server to mobile. It is a combination of all the things, all the objects that can communicate via internet. Let us see the third point, which is nothing but IoT uses wireless technology. No, it is not like that. Suppose your AC is connected with a wired to the server at your room. This is a wired technology. So it is not like that IoT just limited to wireless technology. So option 3 is false. Option 4, the major objective of IoT are creation of smart environment, spaces and self-awareness things. Yes, it is true. So for example, to prove this point, I will give you one example. Suppose if you want to go and see some movies. So you want to know whether there is a parking space available would be there or not. So there would be one sensor. That sensor is going to check whether what are the spaces available for parking. So that sensor sends some data and it will send it to the server, and server is going to send the data to the mobile, and with the help of mobile you can see on this particular cinema theater there is this particular parking space is available. So this thing will be available with the help of Internet of Things. Hence fourth point is true. So if you are going to see the all of these points, so option C is the right answer for this question. Let us see another question. Consider the following statement regarding HoloStore. First of all, what is HoloStore? HoloStore is nothing but, it is a storage technology that stores the computer information with the help of optical concepts. So let us see all of the points that are given by the UPSC. The first one, it is a device that reads and writes data into the optical form. Yes, it is true. Second one, it is a computer storage device. Yes, it is true. Third one, it refers to the institution where holography is taught. It is not a right answer for this. Why? Because it is not any institution. It is a device that uses or that stores the computer information. So first one and second one is true. Hence answer C is the right answer for this. Let us see another question. Let us see another question. Consider the following statements concerning e-governance and technology. Let us see the first option. Rich site summary is not very useful tool for working on web service technology. Rich site summary. So let me tell you what is rich site summary. Rich site summary is nothing but, there are few websites, or you can say the most of the websites, this is nothing but the subscription things. If you want to read a particular news about that particular website, you can use the RSS, which is nothing but rich site summary. So it is a useful tool. So here it is not given as, here it is given as RSS is not very useful tool, but it is useful tool. Second one, MySpace is one of the most visited network in the world. Yes, MySpace is social networking site where you can upload your images, videos, audios, so it is true. Third option, Facebook.com is not the most useful social networking site of choice for most students. As you know about Facebook.com, so it is basically false. It is a very useful social networking site. Let us see the fourth option. Wiki is a group collaboration software tool working on web service technology. Yes, it is also true. So web service technology is nothing but services that you are using from the web is nothing but web service technology, and one of the example of wiki is a group which is nothing but Wikipedia is one of the example of this. Hence option 1 and option 2 and option 4 is true, all are false. Hence 2 and 4, which is nothing but answer B is the right answer for this. Let us see another question. This question is a type of interaction, government interaction. The main goal of government to business is, as I told you, ICT are using into the e-governance because of advantageous points, because of lots of applications. So let us see the first option, which is nothing but to increase productivity by giving more access to information. Yes, it is application, hence it is true. Government to business interaction, government to business with the help of ICT. First point, to increase productivity by giving more access to information. Yes, it is true. E-tendering, this all comes under government to business. To lower the cost of doing business. Yes, this is also true. Let us see the third point, to create more transparency, between the government and then business. Yes, it is also true. So if you are going to see, all points are true, hence answer D is the right answer for this question. Okay. Let us see the next question. Consider the following as advantages of ICT tools in education systems. So why we are using this ICT tool into the education system is nothing but any student can learn anything from anywhere at any position or any location 24/7 365 days. This is nothing but one tagline why we are using ICT tools into the education system. So let us see the first option, which is nothing but increase capacity and cost effectiveness of the educational system. Yes, it is true. Second point, achievement by target groups that had limited access to traditional educations. For example, those students who lives in outer space or village areas, they do not have a proper resources. So this point is true for those type of students. Achievement by target groups that had limited access to traditional educations. Let us see the third point, support for improvement of the quality and relevance of existing structure of education. Yes, it is also true. Let us see the fourth point, provision of links between various educational institutes for knowledge sharing. So if government wants to help you, these are all the helping points that we are going to see into this ICT. So if you are going to see the options, option D is right, that means all are true. Let us see one of the question, this question is from the IAS sample paper that they have released. So this question is nothing but based on a cloud computing. So let us see what is a cloud computing. A cloud computing is nothing but, in a simple layman term, if I will tell you, suppose we have some basic needs. So basic needs like what? Suppose if you want to drink a tea, you will go to shop and then you will ask, okay, I need tea. So you will give some money and that person will give you tea. So this is the basic requirement and you need it, so you are giving the money. So the same way, if your need for computing things, for storage things, if you want to purchase, okay, give me 1 TB of storage and then you are giving the money, this is nothing but a cloud computing. So here what is a cloud? A cloud is nothing but internet. So you are purchasing this whole thing with the help of internet. This is called as cloud computing. So you are giving the money to the internet and internet is giving the storage things to you. So here you are dealing with the vendor, here you are dealing with the internet. So internet is nothing but a metaphor for cloud. So this is called as cloud computing. So with the help of cloud computing, you can access this type of cloud computing from anywhere into the whole world. So for example, if you are in India or if you are in the US, you can access the cloud computing. So what is the example of cloud computing? So cloud computing, you can say the email is also one of the example of cloud computing. Here you are using the services. So this is nothing but cloud computing. So you can open your email with the help of your mobile, with the help of the desktop, whether you are in India or whether you are in the US, you can easily access your email. Email is one of the example of services by cloud computing. So let us see the first option. Private cloud describes a cloud services that can be accessed only by predefined group of people. So to answer this type of questions, I am going to deal with the large definition of, or the vast definition of cloud computing. So basically cloud computing is divided into 4 groups. We have public cloud, that for normal citizens. We have a private cloud, that if any company wants to access some particular storage, so they are paying for that particular thing, so that is nothing but called as a private cloud. And we have a community cloud and we have a hybrid cloud. So private cloud is nothing but if any company wants to store its valuable information into the internet, then they go for a private cloud things. So the first option is true, which is nothing but a private cloud describes a cloud services that can be accessed only by predefined group of people. Yes, a company only can access that particular things. Let us see the option second, which is nothing but a private cloud services, a private cloud provides elastic behavior as well as scalability. Yes, elastic in the sense, if you need 10 GB and if you want to increase to 100 GB, you can easily, you just ask your vendors, I need 100 GB of space, they will provide it. This is nothing but the elastic in nature. And scalability, to solve the second point, let us go for the third point. Third point, scalability is a feature of cloud computing which alters the services to change in size or volume so as to meet users needs. So yes, you can increase your space from 10 GB to 100 GB, and any number of users can use this type of cloud computing or private cloud computing. So the second point also, elasticity in the sense you can increase into the size and volume, scalability again the size and volume. So the difference between elasticity and scalability is nothing but the more number of people you can join, which is nothing but elasticity, scalability which is nothing but in this terms of size or volume. So option second and third all are true. Let us go and solve the fourth point, which is nothing but a cloud environment can be accessed from anywhere in the world so long as the user has access to the internet. Yes, this is also true. So this is this cloud computing question the UPSC has given into the model paper, and if you are going to see all of these points, so all points are true, hence option D is the right answer for this. Now I will tell you the conclusion. So the conclusion is nothing but, first we have to understand the definition of ICT. So as I told you, ICT is very simple, information is transferring from one place to another place with the help of technology is ICT. Networking, so we have many devices that are connected with each, and then the information is flowing into all these devices, that is nothing but networking. And ICT has given many advantageous things to us, and if you are using this ICT into the governance, and if you are using this ICT into the education, this is nothing but your ICT in education, e-governance, ICT in governance, e-governance, ICT in education, technology based education. So this is ICT and this is the government, you are using this ICT into the governments, e-governance. This is ICT and this is technology based education, or education if you are using ICT into the education, technology based education. So this is the application for e-governance, this is the application for technology based education, and this is the ICT, and we have to understand this ICT. So with the help of this conclusion, I would like to end my video over here. I hope this is going to help you for your UPSC examinations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Satish. So my dear students, I hope definitely you got some information useful to be successful in the forthcoming examinations. And if you want any further assistance from ACE Engineering Academy, either exclusive coaching for general studies and engineering aptitude, or integrated coaching for prelims and mains of engineering services, or postal coaching, or online and offline test series, contact us. To win the race, join ACE.